Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this exciting webinar today, where we share some very awesome updates to the Great Minds program. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Deputy Director of Community Services, Meredith Cameron, to kick us off for today. Meredith, are you with us?
Yep. Thank you, Olivia. Good morning, everyone. My name is Meredith Cameron, and I am the new Deputy Director of Community Services here at the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services. Very excited to be here and leading this team and this great project that we have. As you know, you're here to learn about some of the enhancements we have coming to further support our behavioral health workforce, something that we're very passionate about and very excited to be able to share with all of you. I apologize, I popped in a little bit late. I will say technical difficulties, totally my fault. So I will take that. So I'm not sure if Olivia has shared too much about the format that we're going to run today. We are going to do this webinar. It might be very quick. We hope to kind of talk through the enhancements with you to, alleviate any questions that you might have and maybe further explain it. We weren't sure how many people we would get to join. It looks like we're at about 100 now, so that's exciting. So we have decided to do this in presenter mode, but we do ask that you put your questions in the chat. What we're going to do is take your questions back, create a fact sheet of sorts that we can then share back with you, where we'll also post this webinar online so you can go back and reference it. And if we can, if need be, we can directly respond to all of you as well after this regarding any questions or concerns that you might have. So just wanted to explain a little bit about the format, how we're going to do this. In a minute, I'll turn it back over to Olivia and her team and have them all be introduced to you and kind of share their roles with the project and what the specific enhancements are going to be. So just a little background on why we decided to go this route and share this information with all of you. We're really excited. We think that the enhancements we have will go even further to support all of you in the great work that you're doing. So Olivia, I'm going to turn it back over to you and your team, and thank you.
Sure, thank you so much. All right, we can go ahead and share the slides and we'll get started. All right, next slide, please. Let's introduce myself. My name is Olivia Brown. I'm the Bureau Chief of Workforce Sustainability. Chad and I, who's the Manager of Workforce and Community Planning, will be leading you through the updates for today and the enhancements to the Great Minds Fellowship Program. Next slide, please. So as you know, Ohio Moss made the commitment to prioritize Ohio's wellness workforce by creating and implementing programs that focus on increasing career awareness, supporting recruitment, incentivizing retention, and supporting contemporary practice. And that commitment still stands today. So the Great Minds program was established with a clear and impactful purpose. And if you could go to the next slide, we could talk a little bit more about that just to refresh everyone and inform those who are unaware. So the purpose of the Great Minds program is to grow high quality training and academic programs in Ohio's colleges and universities. Our overarching goal is straightforward, but it's very critical to the behavioral health workforce in the state of Ohio. Our other goal is to boost the number of qualified candidates who are not just academically prepared, but also have training with real world skills that make them workforce ready at the moment that they graduate. And then third, filling the unmet need for behavioral health services, especially in home and community-based settings, by directly funneling those high-trained professionals into these environments. Particular focus of this program is ensuring that graduates of these programs commit to working in community behavioral health upon graduation. By doing this, we plan to address the need, and we continue to address the need for qualified professionals who are prepared to serve those in our state who are most in need. Those centers are critical to our communities because they're often at the front lines of behavioral health care, offering services in home and community-based settings where they can make the most impact. So, as we move forward and share these enhancements with you today, the Great Minds program will continue to focus on these three key areas in the state with added enhancements that we've worked with our partnering agencies to establish. So, this will not only support the future workforce, but also improve access to mental health and addiction services across the state of Ohio. Next slide, please. So our enhancements that we will be covering consist of the increase of student award amounts, increasing of internship site support funding, enhanced recruitment and retention funding. We'll also have an introduction from our technical assistant center leads who will talk about this state fiscal year 25 Great Minds and Welcome Back reporting, as well as an exciting update about a new program that we are implementing across the state with the Ohio Department of Higher Education called the Workforce Commitment Incentive Program. And then lastly, we'll cover the hardship and advanced degrees clauses that we are putting in place to take the burden off of those graduates who are entering the workforce in our state. Next slide, please. So the first exciting enhancement that I will share with you today is the increase in student award amount. So to further support students pursuing careers in behavioral health in the state, we have increased the student award amount from up to $10,000 to up to $15,000. This enhancement will aim to alleviate the financial burden and encourage more individuals to enter the field of community-based behavioral health. This exciting update is effective immediately. So we are working very closely with the Ohio Department of Education, who's working closely with the universities across the state to implement this exciting increase in award amounts. Next slide, please. All right, the second very exciting enhancement is the increase in internship site support funding. So as we continue to recognize the importance of practical experience in behavioral health education, we are increasing the original $3,000 commitment to providing up to $5,000 to community-based behavioral health centers for internship site support funding. So this amount is effective immediately as well for state fiscal year 25. This award will help to take the burden off of the community-based behavioral health centers and offer an incentive for hosting those Great Minds Fellowship interns. So this is a great enhancement that will hopefully positively impact the community-based behavioral health centers in our state. Next slide, please. All right. So at this time, I will hand it over to my colleague Chad Hibbs, who will introduce himself and then cover the remainder of our exciting enhancements today. He'll take it from here to talk about the enhanced recruitment and retention funding that we've put in place. Thank you.
Hey, good morning, everyone. As Olivia said, my name is Chad Hibbs. I'm the manager for workforce and community planning, and go through the rest of the slides here. So one of the things that we wanted to be able to do was also enhance our recruitment and retention funding. So for those Great Minds Fellows who have graduated and then moving into the workforce for the community behavioral health centers, we had set up a recruitment and retention bonus program for those fellows as they are entering the workforce. So to attract the top talent in the behavioral health sector, we have increased our recruitment and retention funding from up to $5,000 to $10,000 for postgraduate Great Minds Fellows who have committed to working in CBHCs. This program will be operated through a third-party vendor. We'll have more information coming on that soon, but we are really excited to partner with one of the community leaders in providing an opportunity to get access to this funding to those brand new employees that are entering the workforce. So we are working through the finalization of that agreement, and we will have some information that we're ready to share here within the next couple of weeks on how those that have graduated and connected to CBHCs will be able to access this funding moving forward. And I want to take an opportunity to introduce our Workforce Technical Assistance Center team members. We have three really great individuals working, assisting the CBHCs and those that have reached out to them with questions and comments and some issues with getting attached to these programs and this funding. So I would like to take a minute to introduce Kelly Malik, Elise Smith, and Misty Milstead, our Technical Assistance Center workforce team. And they will take just a brief minute or so to talk about the opening of the state fiscal year 2025 grants. Kelly?
Good morning, everybody. Again, my name is Kelly Malik with the Workforce Technical Assistance Center. And as we are going through all of these updates, many of you did receive funding last year in FY24. So you should have already received an email from our team indicating and outlining instructions on how to renew your grants for this next fiscal year 25. Those instructions were mailed out to you, I believe, just here at the beginning of the week. And we've also included a link, a YouTube video for you to watch with those important updates. For those of you that are new to Great Minds and to our Welcome Back program, you are able to apply, and we will drop in the chat the website for both our landing page for our department funding opportunities, as well as the Wellness Workforce website so that you can access all of the guidebooks that we've created that outline how to use our GFMS grants management system to apply for the funding and how to complete your applications. But as always, if you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to our workforce team at our workforce mailbox, and we will also drop that information in the chat as well. Thank you.
Elise and Misty, we do appreciate your assistance in helping our providers through navigating our grant system. So thank you very much. Your efforts are appreciated. So we have a brand new exciting program to introduce this morning. Actually, we'll be introducing it later today. The brand new Workforce Commitment Incentive Program that we hope will encourage professionals to commit to serving in the community behavioral health field for a specified period. Eligibility for this brand new incentive program will apply to recent graduates who have completed certificate or degree requirements in the Great Minds Fellowship eligible programs. So we'll have a lot more details that will be released later today in a press release, and we'll follow up with additional information through a media campaign that we're also spearheading with our partners at the Ohio Department of Higher Education. So there'll be a lot more information coming out of this in the coming days and weeks, but we're really excited about this opportunity for some recent graduates from educational institutions and getting connected to a commitment incentive. So more about that coming up soon. We've also heard and received some feedback from students and from educational institutions, and also from our community behavioral health centers who are employing our Great Minds fellows, for those that have already graduated, about some extenuating circumstances that may or may not allow them to continue with that post-graduation employment requirement at a CBHC. So we're in the process of working with our partners at the Ohio Department of Higher Education, and also our partners at the Ohio Department of Medicaid, who are partnering with us in this effort to identify some clauses to be able to provide some relief in those situations. So we'll be releasing some more information on some hardship and advanced degree clauses. So if you experience some hardships in getting connected to or staying connected to the workforce post-graduation, we'll have an opportunity to potentially get that post-graduation employment waived. And then also for those who are immediately pursuing an advanced degree. So if you're graduating with an associate's and immediately moving on to a bachelor's to master's, to PhD, there's an opportunity to get that post-graduation one-year work requirement waived as well. So we'll have some more details as we continue to finalize this from our partners at the Ohio Department of Higher Education and from us as well. So stay tuned for that. So that is our the completion of the recap of the enhancements that we will providing for Great Minds Fellowship for this state fiscal year. We will be collecting some information from your questions in your chats. We will post these in our FAQ document, and a lot of this information will be posted as well. So I will turn it back over to Olivia and Meredith to wrap us up.
Thank you so much, Chad. All right, so everyone, if you don't mind, we'll stay on for a couple more minutes if you want to enter your questions in the chat. We don't want to cut anyone off while they continue to ask questions. So again, to just reiterate Meredith and Chad's point, we will collect all of your questions and assemble them in a FAQ document that will be posted to our webpage that Kelly shared in the chat. Just want to thank you all for attending, and please spread the word. We will be also disseminating a one-pager that will cover all of these updates, and this, of course, is recorded, so we'll be posting this video to our Wellness Workforce website as well. So please stay tuned for more updates from the Wellness Commitment or the Workforce Commitment Incentive Program that will be released later on today. It's very exciting. And Meredith, do you have anything else to add?
Just wanted to say thank you to all of you. We will continue to kind of work in partnership with all of you to keep this program successful. We're excited about these enhancements. And, you know, as Olivia said, please, there's lots of great questions in this chat. Please keep putting them in there before you exit the call today. And we will make sure that we get responses to you and try to make all of this work as seamless as possible. And then again, thank you to our workforce team. This is a great team here. As you can see, they're popping in, answering your questions already. We're here to work with all of you, and hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.